The auditorium was silent. Then one deafening crack echoed through the air. A microphone toppled to the ground. People screamed. And on that stage lay one of America's most controversial voices, bleeding, unmoving. This wasn't a random attack. It wasn't a bar fight or a street shooting. This was a carefully planned assassination in broad daylight on a college campus. On September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA and one of the most outspoken conservative activists of his generation, was shot and killed during a public speaking event at Utah Valley University. The shooter, a 22-year-old who investigators say left behind a chilling trail of evidence, a manifesto of heat, and a country more divided than ever. Tonight, we unravel the case, the timeline, the suspect, and the bigger question. Was this just one man's act of violence, or a sign that political warfare in America has crossed the point of no return? To understand why this assassination shocked the nation, you need to know who Charlie Kirk was. Born in 1993 in Wheeling, Illinois, Kirk was a self-made political influencer. At just 18, he founded Turning Point USA, a conservative nonprofit dedicated to mobilizing students. He wasn't a career politician, but he became a cultural warrior. Kirk was on talk shows, debate stages, podcasts. He built a massive online following, spoke at conferences, and was known for his unapologetic takes on everything from campus free speech to immigration policy. His critics called him dangerous. His fans called him a patriot. And that is what made him a target, loved and hated in equal measure. September 10th was supposed to be routine. Kirk was scheduled to speak at Utah Valley University's main auditorium. Students lined up, the room filled to capacity. Security was present, but minimal. This was an open event after all. Eyewitnesses say Kirk had just finished his opening remarks when the shot rang out. It was one loud pop, one student told reporters. Then everyone screamed. People ducked under their seats. I saw him fall. There was blood on the stage. Panic erupted. People rushed for the exits, while security raced to the podium. Kirk was rushed to a hospital, but he was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. The bullet had severed a major artery in his neck. Investigators later revealed that the bullet came from a rooftop, roughly 142 yards away. An expert shot. This was no accident. It was a sniper-style assassination. Within 48 hours, police named a suspect, 22-year-old Tyler James Robinson. Robinson had no criminal record, but was known online for posting anti-conservative rhetoric. Investigators say he meticulously planned the attack. The rifle used was recovered near the rooftop, wrapped in a towel with Robinson's DNA on it. A screwdriver, also with his DNA, was found where he allegedly broke into the building to gain rooftop access. Surveillance footage placed him near the scene hours before the shooting, carrying a duffel bag. Prosecutors wasted no time. Robinson was charged with aggravated murder, attempted murder of bystanders, and use of a firearm during a felony. They alleged this was politically motivated and premeditated, a textbook case of targeted assassination.
So why Charlie Kirk? Investigators discovered digital journals and encrypted chats where Robinson allegedly referred to Kirk as a threat and claimed silencing him would save lives. This wasn't a random outburst. This was ideological. Friends and classmates told reporters Robinson had become increasingly radical in recent years, consumed by political podcasts, online forums, and conspiracy theories. Some experts argue Robinson was radicalized by echo chambers that turned disagreement into dehumanization. Others say it was more personal, that Robinson saw Kirk as the embodiment of everything he despised about America's political system. But the question remains, was Robinson a lone wolf or part of something bigger?
Federal agencies swarmed the case. The FBI, ATF, and local police worked around the clock. Forensic scientists matched fingerprints, DNA, and shell casings. Ballistics proved the bullet matched the recovered rifle. Cell tower data placed Robinson's phone near the scene. It was an airtight case. But the investigation also revealed something chilling. Robinson allegedly researched multiple public figures and even university security protocols. Kirk's Markian might not have been the only target.
Charlie Kirk's death is more than just a headline. It forces us to face an uncomfortable truth. Political violence is rising. In recent years, we've seen lawmakers attacked, journalists harassed, and public figures threatened. The assassination of Charlie Kirk is part of a dangerous trend, one where disagreement turns into bloodshed. Was this just one young man with a gun and an agenda? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a darker era where public speech is silenced through fear? And if this can happen in a university auditorium in front of hundreds of witnesses, where are we safe?
Tyler James Robinson awaits trial, a trial that will be watched closely, not just for justice, but for what it says about the future of political discourse. Charlie Kirk's assassination is a tragedy, but it is also a warning. If we allow violence to replace dialogue, the cost will be far greater than one man's life. This is DarkLore with Shadows. Subscribe if you believe these stories must be told, and share this video to keep the conversation alive, because only by shining a light into these shadows can we hope to find the truth.